Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at day number 7 of our clan war leagues here in July 2020 in Tribe Gaming, where we got the near perfect war, guys, like a 99.5 average destruction. It was amazing. Let's go ahead and see all the triples from today. Alright, just want to give you a quick reminder, if you do want to help support me in-game, make sure you go into your settings, go all the way down to more settings, scroll down, and where you see creator boost code, make sure you guys type in Lexnos or any of your other favorite creators here on YouTube, guys. It really does mean a lot when you support us. If you want to support iTzu, Carbon Finn, Clash with Corey, Maxi, whoever you guys want to support, it really does help us out a lot. Make sure you're supporting somebody before you purchase that gold pass or buy any gems, guys. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and jump straight into some of the attacks here. We're going to be taking a look at day number 7, where Tribe Gaming went up against Team Cuba, and we got almost the perfect war, guys. It started off a little scary. Team Cuba came out on fire. They got a lot of triples. They ended up with 39 stars against our bases, which is really impressive. So GG's to Team Cuba, but unfortunately for them, Tribe Gaming did come out on top in this one. We had an awesome performance. For those of you who don't remember already and you haven't seen the leaderboards, Tribe Gaming did finish number 4th in the world this season, July 2020, of the Clan War Leagues. But let's go ahead and take a look at all the triples from day number 7, because this one was amazing. So we're going to start off with Surge here on base number 1, coming in with, again, the Zap Lalo, guys. I mean, I say it over and over in all my recent videos. Zap Lalo is truly amazing right now. If you use it correctly, it can be really powerful. He's going to be able to zap the Royal Champ and the Eagle Artillery here. Didn't quite kill the Royal Champ with the zaps, but at least damage her a little bit. Get the Eagle down, get all these defenses in the core down to make a nice donut-shaped pathing that we will talk about later on, guys. Just to remind you, a lot of people in the comments have been asking for a detailed Suey Lalo video, which I do plan on making very soon. As soon as work clears up a little bit, maybe this weekend. I think I should have plenty of free time to come out with that. I do want to spend quite a bit of time on it to make sure it's pretty detailed, so that way it's good and helpful for you guys. Let me know if you're looking forward to that video. But anyways, let's get back to Surge's attack here. He's coming in with the Suey Lalo. Now, after he zaps the core here, what he wants to do is cut the ring. So basically, he zaps all these defenses in the core, and then at all the defenses after that make kind of a donut shape here. And what you have to do is you have to cut that donut one way or another to create pathing. That's what the Suey heroes are for. A lot of times it's good value to Suey for the Town Hall. That way you can use your Warden ability wherever you want. He's not going to do that on this one. Instead, he's going to Suey for this Inferno Tower compartment, where he can also get the Scatter Shot and the Enemy Queen. And he's going to cut all this pathing right here. Use his Royal Champ up top. She's also going to cut some pathing here. And now you can see how part of the donut is cut there. And then now all he has to worry about is this blue part that I'll highlight here. And he's got a Lalo around the base just like that. And you can start from whichever side you want, but it's oftentimes good to look at where the sweepers are, look at where important defenses like scatter shots are. This sweeper is pointing this way, so he wants to go behind it. So he's going to start with the Lalo from the top side. I know there's a lot of different colors and shapes here. Pretty ugly looking donut there, but I think you guys get the idea there with the pathing. What I mean by that is he's going to cut the pathing, and then he's going to be able to fly around the donut in this formation just like that. Let's go ahead and break it down in a little more detail. Zoom in a little bit on the Suey. King, Queen, Ice Golem with the wall breaker going in, finds a tornado trap. They're going to get that Inferno Tower down. Queen and King are going to step up, get a few more of these defenses, then the Royal Champ's going to come out on the top side. She's going to be able to help get that scatter shot and the air defense on the top side. Now, it's good to get air defenses on Suey Lalos, but it's not as crucial as like on a dragon attack. For example, on a Suey Lalo, you actually don't want to get all the air defenses on your Suey, because you need the air defenses for proper hound pathing. And what I mean by that is you have air defenses up here left over, like this one, and you want to be able to use those to your advantage to path hounds over specific defenses in order to, 1, pull traps, and 2, tank defenses, especially splash defenses such as wizard towers like this. So it's perfect to send a hound from this angle, because then the wizard tower will be locked onto the hound and it won't be shooting your balloons. And that's the exact point of the lava hounds. That's why he's going to start the lalo on the top side, send that hound from that angle, just like I mentioned. That way the wizard tower is shooting the hound and it's not locked on to all your other troops. Now the ward and everything coming in behind. Now I will admit this attack was slightly risky because he's basically ending on the town hall, but he's using his blimp here to make sure that he's going to get the town hall. Could have popped the warden ability for the blimp there, but instead he decides to wait. I think in hindsight he should have popped the warden ability a second earlier while the blimp was still in range. That was the plan, but he ended up popping it just a second late. If he had popped it a second earlier, it would have been a super safe attack. The blimp would for sure 100% make it to the town hall, especially since the tornado trap got triggered earlier on the suey, and before starting the flight we already knew the tornado trap was already triggered. You don't have to worry about it anymore in the rest of the attack. But he's coming through, pops the warden ability here. The headhunters on defense are going to come over here, try to kill the royal champ, but luckily for the royal champ, the king tanks for her. In his battle blimp, he had 5 sneaky goblins, guys. Those sneaky goblins absolutely destroyed the town hall as long as there's no scatter shots around to hit them. And so perfectly done there, which means he did not have to save the warden ability for the town hall, and then it's just about flying the rest of the loons through these defenses here. Still has 2 spells that he can use. A hound that's unpopped, going to pull some traps there. Luckily the royal champ platform got destroyed, so he doesn't actually have to kill the royal champ here to get a triple. He just has to kind of avoid her, which is exactly what's going to happen. So go ahead and fast forward here through the rest of the cleanup. Nice job to Surge on this attack here with the Suey Lalo, but we'll go ahead and bounce into the next attack because, guys, we got a lot of attacks to show today. I want to show most of these attacks here, if not all of them, from day number 15. And just to reiterate how close this war was, guys, we only had 2 fails, and both of them were like basically time fails. Shazo with a 94% and Eve Check with a 96%. So I mean, they were both super close. We almost could have had the perfect war. So here's iTzu on base number 2. I'm not sure if he showed this on his channel or not, but I'm going to show it real quick in 2x speed in case I think he did show it on his channel. So go ahead and take a look at this one. He's coming in with the Queen Charge Hybrid, guys. You know Queen Charge Hybrid is still strong. I said this in one of my last videos. I still think the 3 strongest attacks in the game right now are Zap Lalo, Queen Charge Hybrid, and Yeti Smash still. I mean, we saw that in the previous meta. Queen Charge Hybrid and Yeti Smash were super strong, but now Zap Lalo also joining the ranks. I think all 3 of those attacks are super strong right now if you do them correctly. And the reason why Hybrid is still strong, in fact, if anything, I think it got even stronger in the last update. Thanks to those new hero levels, Queen Charges are even better. And also, everybody on defense is starting to run more ground expos. I mean, more air expos instead of ground expos. And they're running more multi-target infernos because they're trying to defend the Lalo, and multi-target infernos are a lot easier to queen charge than single-target infernos. Single-target infernos, you always have to use, or almost always have to use, a freeze to keep your queen alive. But here he goes. He's charging into that town hall compartment on the left side, as you saw. Hybrid in from the top, and it's as easy as that. iTzu always makes it look easy. This queen charge hybrid is going to smash through the base, kill the enemy queen there. Already popped the warden ability, already used all his heals, but he's still going to have plenty of troops to get through the back end of the base here. Queen going to stay alive. She's going to live for the entire attack. Beautiful job here by iTzu with the Queen Charge Hybrid. But we'll continue times 2ing through it because you guys can see the setup. You can see everything. It's a nice attack from iTzu, but we're not going to be breaking down Queen Charge Hybrids too much today. We're going to continue to talk about the Lalo because I really want to help you guys get better at Lalo because I feel like it is one of the harder attacks to execute, but I think players at the top level should be able to have it in their arsenal. So we're going to continue to break those down today because we do have a lot of Lalos to watch today. Not all of them were Lalos, but quite a bit of the attacks were. So let's go ahead and jump into my attack here. Number 4, another Queen Charge Hybrid, and this one I accidentally dropped a Rage on nothing and I still ended up tripling. So a beautiful plan here. Accidentally swagged a Rage and still got the triple, starting with the King Funnel on the left side, Queen on the top side, and then we're just going to double break into that multi-target Inferno compartment. Again, we're going to times 2 through the Queen Charge Hybrid attacks today because that's not the main focus, but I still want to show you guys how it works. So if you want to see these Queen Charge Hybrids in detail, you can always watch the video at half speed if you want to see them normally, or you can just watch them in 2 speed right here like I'm doing. The only thing I did not like about this attack, other than me accidentally fat fingering a rage, is my king stayed alive way too long over here. He broke through the wall and activated the Town Hall early, and that Town Hall Giga Inferno started hitting my queen, which put a lot more damage on her than I was expecting, which means I had to pop her ability early. That wasn't part of the plan. It wouldn't have happened if the king didn't activate the Town Hall early, so because of that, the only way to keep my queen alive was if I started the hybrid early. So I started from the top side there on the Town Hall, siege barracks on the left side, and then just power through the base. In case you missed it, I accidentally dropped a rage right there earlier. I dropped one on the queen there and another rage right there at the same time. So I dropped 2 rages at once. That was my bad. Fat fingered it, but you know what? It's okay. We didn't even need that rage. Could have swagged it. Still going to be able to power through the base here with the hybrid, because that's just how strong hybrid is right now if you use it correctly, especially since people are starting to use air expos again. It makes the queen charge slightly easier. The ground expos in the last meta were really annoying to have to queen charge against, so I'm definitely glad the meta's changing. I love the new meta we're at right now, and Nick especially loves the new meta as well, because he loves to do suey lalo on every single attack, and he's just amazing at it. So let's go ahead and jump out of this attack here, guys, and we're going to look at the next one. This one is going to be on base number 5 by Crisco. Again, another queen charge hybrid, guys. I know it's popular, but after this, we do have a bunch of Zap Lalos to watch. It's just the order we're going down the list. There were a bunch of queen charge hybrids on the top bases, and then on the bottom bases, we were taking advantage of them with the Zap Lalo. So we'll take a look at those in a second. We're going to ×2 through this one yet again. He has the double layer break into the eagle compartment and into the scattershot compartment. Notice that queen can also reach the enemy queen and another inferno tower from there, or one inferno tower from there, the one that's in the core. And then he's going to set up some nice pathing for the hybrid. The only thing I didn't like about this attack was he dropped that second rage a second too late, and it costed him the ability, so it ends up popping the ability and using the rage at the same time. It's kind of a waste, but Queen's still going to get all the value she needs to, because he's going to freeze the Inferno Tower, and Queen will be able to step up and get it down, and then you just hybrid straight into the Town Hall with the Siege Barracks, making the funnel on the 10 o'clock side. Beautiful job here by Crisco with the Queen Charge Hybrid on this attack here. Everything's going to end up there in the last Inferno Tower compartment with the Royal Champ, and they're going to be able to take her down no problem. He has an extra freeze here. He's going to use it to keep the Royal Champ alive. Nicely done there by Crisco, and she's going to stay alive and get all these defenses down. Queen is still alive. She's never ever going to die in this attack. Beautiful job with the charge there, even though he basically swagged the Queen ability or wasted it by dropping that second to last rage just a second too late. It still ended up working out. So beautiful plan here on this base. Let's go ahead and check out the next one, which is going to be by SLS on base number 6, and he's coming in with the dragons, guys. So this one a little bit different. Not going to be the Zap Lalo, not going to be the Queen Charge Hybrid, not going to be the Yeti Smash that I keep telling you guys is OP. He's going to come in and absolutely murder this base with the dragons. Notice how kind of compact this base is. It probably would have worked with E-Dragons as well, but he wants to use the normal dragons. That way he doesn't have to rage them up too much, because he's bringing bats on the back end, as you can see down south. So he's going to, the basic goal, the dragons, they're going to come in from this top side. King's going to funnel the left side. Queen's going to funnel the top side. Dragons in. They're going to get both scatter shots down super early. Eventually, they'll make their way to the Town Hall. That's the goal. And then he wants them to get, if they can, all the way to get this last Wizard Tower. That would be really ideal, because then he can just bat from one side or the other, freeze this Wizard Tower, use his Royal Champ on this south side here. He just did to get this other Wizard Tower down, and it's as easy as that. As long as the dragons can get as much value as he wants them to, he'll be able to bat the rest of the base, and all the defenses on the bottom side will fall to the bat. So here he goes with the dragons, spamming them all in from that top side. You can see how good of a funnel he already made. On the top side, everything's down. On the left side, everything's down. The dragons have nowhere to go but to stay inside the base right where he wants them to. He's sending a delayed blimp here with the Warden ability to make sure that Town Hall goes down. We can't afford any 1-stars here in this format in the Clan War Leagues. Everybody only gets one attack. Out comes some headhunters from the CC, but the dragons will take them out relatively quickly, so the Warden only takes about 2 or 3 shots from those headhunters, but they still do a lot of damage. Here he goes with the bats. Early freeze on that first Wizard Tower. He's going to have to freeze it again just to keep those bats alive, and he is going to have to invest that third freeze in the core Wizard Tower. Now notice He did start the bats a little early. These dragons, there's still like a lot of them alive, still like 8 or 9 of them alive, so he could have given them a little bit more time to get to this last wizard tower, but he decided, you know what, I got 3 freezes, I should be able to just freeze that wizard tower, it's okay. He doesn't want these single target infernos to lock onto the dragons because they will absolutely melt those dragons, so that's why he started the bats slightly earlier than what you think might have been ideal. And the timing actually ended up being perfect because the dragons get in range of this wizard tower just in time to tank his shots while the bats are pushing through. So the timing, some would say it was somewhat early. I think it was actually pretty perfect. He's going to go ahead and decide to freeze anyway. That Royal Champ picking off bat after bat after bat, but the dragons are going to come over here and absolutely slap her down here in just a second. Boom, they're going to kill her. He still got 1.5 million dragons alive. He had like 77 seconds left on the clock, something ridiculous like that. Absolute overkill here by SLS on this base with the drag bat. Nice job by him. We'll go ahead and ×2 through the cleanup. But guys, the drag bat also works well on certain bases, but you have to execute it perfectly. You have to set up the funnel on both sides. You have to find a way to keep those dragons alive, get all the splash down, and then come in with the bats and don't let them get hit by any splash buildings with those freeze spells. So there we go. Beautiful hit by SLS on this base. The next one is going to be by Ziggy over here. Tom coming in with another Queen Charge hybrid, guys. I swear, we're going to get to some Zap Lalos here in a minute. Just be patient with me. But on this one, he's going to be coming in with the Zap, not with the Zap, the Queen Charge hybrid with an early blimp here for this Inferno Tower compartment on the 2 o'clock side. That's going to explode right on top of that Inferno Tower. He's going to go ahead and decide to invest a Rage in it just to try and help get some of these enemy heroes down and get many of the defenses with those Yeti Mites, and it ends up working out somewhat decently because they are going to get that air defense. Unfortunately, they don't get the Eagle. That Eagle goes down to half HP, but not quite dead. But then he's going to walk his Queen over here on the top side. She's going to go wrap around the base here. Finds the Tesla farm nice and early. She's going to be able to get that down, so kind of a free Tesla farm there. Wall break straight in. Queen's going to be able to get the Eagle, and then he's going to be able to wall break again to get into that scatter shot compartment later on in the attack here. So let's go ahead and ×2 through some of it. Queen's going to be able to take out that King without using the first Rage for her yet. He did use a Rage on the Yeti Blimp already, but he wants to save these last 2 Rages as long as possible. That way he can get Queen all the way down to the Town Hall here. That's the goal. Queen's going to take out that Scatter right before she locks onto the CC, so perfect timing with the Scatter shot in the CC pool. Now he's going to be able to start with the hybrid into the Town Hall here just to make sure it's going to go down. King's going to make a funnel on the lower side, and the hybrid pushing in toward that Town Hall here. The Town Hall is going to activate right as soon as the Hogs get there, so really nice timing. And then they're going to push through. Warden ability, King's still alive, making more of a funnel on the outside. Still has 2 heal spells and a freeze, and at this point it's like, well, does he even need them? He's going to go ahead and heal up, freeze the scatter shot, everything's going to push through this Queen. He probably could swag the last heal if he really wanted to, but he's not going to do it. He's going to drop it here in just a little bit. Make sure that hybrid stays alive in the lower compartment as the Royal Champ moves into that Inferno Tower. She's still at full health, still hasn't been targeted. She's going to get the Inferno Tower down. His Queen beaten through a wall, still has her ability. She'll be able to get the Royal Champ and the Inferno. Pops her ability just to help with time. Royal Champ, he can use the ability if he wants. He can swag it if he wants. I mean, this attack honestly was overkill. Even though all the Hogs died, he still has a bunch of miners up on both sides. Royal Champ with her ability. Queen basically didn't even need her ability. He just popped it so she can get through the wall faster. Nice hit here from Tom on this base. With the Queen Charge hybrid, pop the Royal Champ ability just to help the cleanup go a little bit faster. But as you guys can see, there's a lot of different ways you can use the Queen Charge hybrid, which is why it's also a really good attack. You can use it with the Siege Barracks, you can use it with the Battle Blimp, just depends on you. Let's go ahead and get into this attack by Hooked, guys, and finally, more Queen Charge hybrid. You'd love to see it. So just so much Queen Charge hybrid today. But the Queen's going to step up. He's going to charge the Town Hall here. Pretty basic Queen Charge hybrid on this one. Nothing fancy. It's just your standard. Charge the Town Hall, hybrid the rest. Use the Siege Barracks and the King to funnel. Pretty simple stuff here from Hooked. Gets the Town Hall down relatively early. Has another wall breaker to get Queen into this compartment. And he is going to hybrid from the right side over here with King and the Siege Barracks walking on the outside. Pretty standard stuff here, so we will ×2 through it. Nothing super special about this one, just good base identification. This base was pretty easy to take down with the hybrid into the Town Town Hall. Queen going to be able to get the scatter shot there in the core, which helps out a lot, and the hybrid will be able to get the eagle relatively quickly before it does too much damage. He'll be able to freeze early, heal, and then warden ability later on into the core. He did freeze to try and get his queen to take out the enemy queen, but the queen ended up skipping her. Now she's going to come back over, shoot her down, and that's going to be all she wrote for this base. King and siege barracks on the outside. Hogs from the siege barracks come in and get that last scatter shot, and overall just a beautiful attack here from Hooked. Perfect execution, nothing went wrong on this attack, so nice job to him. If you want to see that charge more in detail, you can watch the attack back over in half speed, so it's actually normal speed for you, up to you. But we're going to go ahead and bounce out and go into the next attack, because I want to break down some of the lalos from this one. Now Nicholas, wait, did he do a lalo on this attack? Yeah, he did. Okay, here we are with the zap lalo. Let's break this one down just a little bit. So watching this one, we decide, okay, what do we want to do with the zap lalo? Well, there's some good zap value by the CC. Obviously, we see some sweepers, we see some expos, but the big thing that stands out right away, the enemy queen. So again, guys, if you're trying to build new meta bases, you cannot ever put your queen right next to the CC. Again, honestly, don't put your sweepers next to the CC either. It's just going to make it to where there's a lot of zap value. So that's what we're going to get. We're going to be able to get the queen, we're going to be able to get the CC, we're going to be able to get a sweeper, and then we'll talk about the suey after that. So queen's going to step around. We're going to wait for her to get in range of that clan castle, and then boom. So we zapped everything. I had it in 4 times, so it looked like he zapped them all at once. But he got the queen down. He's going to get the CC down with the earthquake. He got the expo, and he got a sweeper. So really good value. It also, again, sets up the donut shape we talked about earlier, where there's no defenses inside this inner ring, which means you don't have to worry about loons pathing to that. Then we have the rest of the defenses on the outside, and you just have to break the funnel somewhere. Let's pretend he's going to suey for the town hall, because he actually does. So let's break the funnel there, and then you can just lalo around one way or the other, just like that. Use your warden ability whenever you want. If you suey for the town hall, it's going to be nice. Now let's talk about the actual suey itself, because this suey is going to be nice. He's going to suey the Inferno Tower and the town hall on this one cleverly by using one wall breaker here. He's also going to get the row of champ down, which means he doesn't have to bring any headhunters or dragons in the CC if he doesn't want to. He's going to use one headhunter at the on the suey just to make sure the row of champ goes down nice and early, but he doesn't have to bring a headhunter for the actual flight. So now he's going to send in the queen. She's going to be able to go inside the wall break here, where she'll be able to reach both the town hall and the Inferno Tower and get both of those down with her ability, which is why I said this is going to be a really nice suey here. That Tesla pops up, so he's going to use a couple loons to get it down. There goes the Ice Golem to distract the Inferno Tower. She's going to walk over here to the left, get that air defense down, get the warden down, and then be able to get both the Town Hall and the Inferno Tower with her ability. King's going to walk on the outside over here at 6 o'clock, because he'll be able to pick up a couple of archer towers, which is still pretty decent value here for him. So nicely done with the king as well. And then after that, he's free to start the lalo. As you can see, we have the cutout here. Now the cutout looks like this. And he's pretty much free to lalo whichever side he wants. It's more like that. And then we'll see how he does it. And now again, deciding which way to lalo from, it's usually dependent mostly on the sweepers. The sweeper's facing this way, so I'm guessing you can tell which way he's going to lalo from. He's going to come in from this left side and just absolutely demolish the base, going clockwise just like that. And he's going to be able to save a Stone Slammer. He has a blimp activated right now, but he can switch it to a Stone Slammer, and he hasn't even used the RC yet. So the RC is going to get some more value over here and make it to where the Lalo has to get even less. She'll be able to get this air defense on the bottom side and the Wizard Tower with her ability. So nicely done here with the RC. Didn't have to use her early to funnel for the Suey like you see on a lot of attacks. She's going to be able to step up, get that Wizard Tower down, start working on the Expo. He does still have both scatter shots that he has to worry about. That's the only thing that can really threaten his Lalo at this point. But he's going to go with an early blimp here instead of a Stone Slammer, because he just wants to get rid of this entire compartment here without using any spells. So he's going to basically do a naked Yeti bomb there. No rage spell needed. And the Yetis are going to be able to pop, get that Wizard Tower down, get the Inferno Tower down, and with the couple of balloons behind, I mean, look at what he's done to this Lalo pathing at this point. Let me pause it here. At this point, the Lalo pathing looks like this. Oops. Where's my pin? There we go. It looks just like that. And I mean, look how narrow that is. Look how narrow that is. He doesn't have to go around anything. He can target all these defenses here at the same time and just push straight through the base in a straight line. Pop the Warden ability to cover every single loon and every single defense. I mean, You can tell just by the lalo pathing itself, this base is absolutely wrecked, and that's exactly what's about to happen. So we'll ×2 through the rest of it. Now that you see how the setup happened, he's going to freeze the Inferno Tower and the Eagle all at once, and then he's going to be able to pop his Warden ability to negate the damage from the scatter shots, and then freeze it once the Warden ability wakes up or comes out. And then the Loon's just pathing into the last scatter shot with another freeze here. He's going to be able to kill it. Nicely done here by Nicholas with the Zap Lalo, guys. I hope you enjoyed me breaking it down a little bit more. When I make a video this weekend talking about Zap Lalo in more detail, we're going to break it down even further, talk about step-by-step exact balloon placement and how many balloons you want to drop on each defense, stuff like that. So definitely let me know down below if you're excited for that. But let's go ahead and jump into the next one by Nick. This one as well, another Zap Lalo that we'll talk about here for a little bit. I might actually use this one to break in the video this weekend, so we're kind of gonna kind of ×2 through this one in particular. I'll break it down in more detail later this weekend. But basically, he's gonna zap the core just like always, and then use his Road Champ to funnel for the Suey. Nick likes to do that. Some people use their Road Champion later, like you saw Nicholas in the last attack. Nick, however, likes to use his Road Champion early most of the time to funnel for the Suey. So that's what he's going to do here. Use the Road Champ to get a bunch of defenses on the left, and then the Suey's going to go in for the Town Hall. The Town Hall is pretty deep there, but Nick is pretty good with his Sueys. He's still going to be able to get it down. So beautiful job from him. Let's go ahead and see how he does it here. The King is going to start off by funneling for the Queen. He's going to walk on the outside. Queen's going to go inside, get the scatter shot and the Town Hall. So already one scatter shot down, so he only has to lalo against one, which is really nice, really convenient. It sucks when you have to lalo against 2 scatter shots, but Nicholas, you saw in the last attack, was still able to do it. Nick is going to invest a freeze here just to make sure that Queen gets everything he wants. He wants to get that scatter shot down. He also wants to get that Wizard Tower down, so the freeze was definitely worth it. And then you can tell from here the lalo pathing we have created looks like this. And just like that, you can see the L shape. There's an L here, and then he can just lalo. Let me choose a different color for the arrows. He can just lalo from this direction, starting off with the Stone Slammer to get that single target Inferno, and then all the loons targeting the defenses just like this from this angle, pushing through, and then some more loons on the flank right here in order to keep the main group pushing tight like this, so that way he can use the Warden ability to cover all of them, and they're going to push through the base just like that. So let's go ahead and watch how Nick does it here. That Stone Slammer, we're going to make it all the way to the Town Hall, and then here you see the lalo pathing from the left side, and then more loons on the right side flank, just like I talked about here in a second. Freeze for the Eagle, the Sweeper, and the Scatter Shot. It's a really high value freeze. The only thing that's annoying the lalo right now is that Road Champ, but he's going to be able to pop the Warden ability here, and then the Headhunters are going to go through and start trying to damage her, but they're not going to get her before they go down, but the Pups are going to get her nicely. The Dragon from the CC gets the enemy Queen, and that's going to be a beautiful attack here from Nick with a swag haste. He didn't even need it. Still has 78 balloons alive as well. Beautiful lalo from him. We'll break that one down more in detail later this weekend, though. Let's go ahead and check out the next one. We've got Exilis coming in on this one with another Zap Lalo, so we'll see another example here of how he's going to do it. Starting off with the Zap over here on the Queen and the CC. Again, like I said a couple attacks ago, you can no longer put your Queen next to those CCs, guys. You're going to see pro players zap the Queen and the CC every time they see the option to. Now, this one's going to be an interesting one. He wanted to basically Yeti Bomb for the Eagle, but instead of using a blimp, he's going to use a ram. Now, he could have used a blimp, but he would have had to use a couple Coco Loons in front of it. So the ram in this case actually got really good value. It saved him a couple of troop space. And then he doesn't even have to rage if he doesn't want to. He's also going to use his Road Champ over here on this Tesla farm that we found right away after he dropped a Wizard to try and funnel. The Road Champ's going to get all these Teslas down and these defenses behind it to make a funnel for the King and Queen to go in for the enemy Road Champ. With a wall break as well, he'll be able to get the Inferno Tower, and he could reach both scatters. We'll see if Queen actually gets them both, though. She's going to be taking a lot of DPS. His King's going to come down. He already used the Ice Golem early. There goes the wall break. I mean, there's the Ice Golem in front of the Queen. Wall break's going in. King is going to go down to the single target Inferno, which is unfortunate. But luckily, the Ice Golem here is going to be able to help out the Suey a little bit. The Inferno Tower locks onto the Ice Golem instead of the Queen, but he's still going to decide to freeze the left scatter shot as well. He probably should have waited about 5 seconds for the Ice Golem freeze to wear off before he dropped his own freeze. I think Queen might have been able to get both scatter shots if he had waited, but she's actually not going to get the left scatter shot because of that. Let's go ahead and talk about the Lalo pathing that he has created. You can see everything he's gutted out from here, if we ignore that sweeper basically because it's facing the wrong way anyway. And so basically he just has to lalo from this side, going around the base like that. Now you do have to lalo into the Town Hall, so you have to be careful on this one. For example, you have to save that Warden ability for the Town Hall, but it's not a huge deal as long as you can get that scatter shot down early with a haste and maybe even a freeze, but he's not even going to need to freeze it. You can save your Warden ability for the Town Hall and it should be no problem at all. So everything is pushing in. Main group of loons from this initial side just like this, and then that flank group that I always talk about to keep the main group in the core. Flank group coming in from this side, so the main group is going to stay in the core, go straight toward the Town Hall where he'll be able to freeze the Town Hall and pop the Warden ability over it here in just a little bit. Haste as well, that's barely his second haste. He still has one more haste to use on the backside here to get him through all these wizard towers, so nicely done from Exilis. We'll go ahead and ×2 through the rest of it because you can see how it's going to go down. Every loon's already deployed, it's just about keeping them alive at this point. A wizard tower and a couple of archer towers are all he has to worry about now. Haste going into that wizard tower and boom, the base is crushed. So nice job from Exilis on this one. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the next attack in this war here. So beautiful job to him. Still had plenty of time left over as well. The next one is going to be by Mito, coming in with the Queen Charge Lalo on this one, guys. So finally, not just a normal Zap Lalo, but a Queen Charge Lalo. We will ×2 through it though, because we were mostly just focusing on the Zap Lalo today. But basic idea is he's going to drop his queen over here at 6, and he wants her to walk to the right. That's why he's not dropping the healers just yet. He's going to wait to make sure she's going to go to the right. Coco Loon, healers. He's making a funnel over here on the right side. A couple of hogs to pull the CC before Queen gets in range of the single target Inferno. Nicely done there, smart idea. Then he's going to wall break in to give Queen access to both the single target Inferno and the Town Hall, and she'll be able to hit the sweeper over here as well, which is nice. So just keep your Queen alive at this point with rages and freezes. He's going to freeze right there. Queen's going to backtrack over here to come get the Town Hall. So he's going to invest another rage right there, a freeze to keep the healers alive, and then wait for Queen to go back around this way. Now he's going to use his king and his royal champ on the left side, and their job is simply to get this Inferno Tower, sweeper, air defense down. That's what the royal champ is used for here. The king is basically just tanking for the royal champ. Then his queen pops the ability, kills the enemy royal champ, gets the scatter shot down here, and then he's starting the Lalo from the top side. Stone Slammer to go in toward the eagle, and the main force of the Lalo coming in from the top side with an early rage for the pups with the Warden ability to help kill this enemy queen, and he even brought a Skelly spell just to really make sure that that queen's gonna go down. And then that Warden ability getting everything through into the scatter shot compartment where basically the Lalo is ending, and he has one more haste to get him through the backside. Beautiful attack here from Mito on this one. Kind of overkill with the Queen Charge Lalo. Still has the Dragon up, Queen up, Warden up, a ton of balloons up. I count at least 94 loons. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like 94 to me. Tons of minions pathing around the base. Skellies from the Skelly spell still going on. Nice Queen Charge Lalo there from Mito. Perfect base identification there on that one. Let's go ahead and jump into the next one, which is going to be iTzu again, but here on base number 14, coming in with another Queen Charge hybrid. Now this is a base that we had seen before in the qualifiers, and iTzu actually attacked it in the qualifiers and failed barely. It was like a 90% or something. You guys can go back and watch that in the live streams, but he was like, all right, I want revenge on this base again. I know how to beat it. I know how I messed up last time. So he's going to come in with the exact same plan, but fix a couple of mistakes that he made last time. Town Hall's going to go down early with that Yeti bomb, and then he's going to do the Queen Charge over here. And if you remember from the qualifiers, I'm sure some of you do, he's going to wall break in to this Inferno Tower. Queen's going to be able to get in there, and then he can wall break yet again after that, and then hybrid just straight through this compartment here like this, and they're going to go through the core. So pretty simple plan here, more or less. It's a good thing that there is a multi-target Inferno here because it makes it even easier to charge rather than it being a single target Inferno. So we'll go ahead and see how he gets the charge to go in just like that. Funnel on the outside with a minion, and you can already see the hybrid pathing starting to shape up. Queen's going to go in, get the Eagle Artillery. Unfortunately, he will have to pop the ability here in just a second because that Queen is taking a lot of damage, and he doesn't want his healers to die, so he's going to end up starting the hybrid really early here, so that scatter shot's going to come off the healers and onto the hybrid where he's going to be able to pop the Warden ability here after he used an early heal, and then King on the outside to make a bit of a funnel there. Hybrid pathing into the core. Queen stayed alive. She's just going to beat through a wall. She's not going to get a whole lot much more other than a few trash buildings and a cannon and a wizard tower. But then the hybrid, as long as you keep your royal champ alive here with that free spell, she's going to be able to get so much DPS on the backside of the base, and that's why one of the reasons why hybrid is super strong is because if you keep that royal champ alive, she does so much work on those defenses. So beautiful job here by iTzu on base number 14, and that brings us to the last attack of the war on base number 15 by Huss. Can you guess what it is? Yes, another Zap Lalo. So let's go ahead and see Huss do it here. We probably are going to break down a Huss attack later this weekend in the Zap Lalo video. But on this one, he's not going to zap the queen and the royal champ. He's just going to go for the scatter shot, the expos, and the clan castle with the sweeper here. And then he's going to have to figure out what to do with his suey. He's going to suey for the town hall, which means he has to lalo into both heroes, the queen and the royal champ. So we'll see how he does that in a second. So the funnel here for the suey, he's going to use a couple loons to get that archer tower down with the building in front of it, dropping an ice golem and the queen. He's going to be using his giant over here with the royal champ and a headhunter to kill this enemy king here nice and early. And then that royal champ will be able to get the eagle artillery, guys. She's going to get a ton of value. That ice golem goes off. Queen's going to step up, get a few defenses. King's going to be used on the left side. Finds a few Teslas. He's trying to use the king to funnel the queen into the town hall here. That's her goal. Now, the queen's taking a lot of damage from that cannon, so he is going to have to invest a freeze there to make sure the queen has plenty of HP before she gets to the town hall, so that way she can take it down. And he's just finding all the Teslas here. My goodness, but luckily queen has enough HP. He'll be able to pop her ability. She can get the town hall. And then after she gets the town hall and the cannon, I think you can see the Lalo pathing. Royal champ didn't quite get that eagle artillery down, but that's okay. It's really weak, and he'll be able to get it down with the stone slammer here. And then we take a look at where the sweeper is in the base. Look at the pathing. The suey got half the base almost. I mean, look at that. Suey got like all of this, basically half the base. All he has to do is Lalo from this top side like this against, or yeah, from the backside of the sweeper, and the base is honestly just wrecked. So that stone slammer is going to come in. He's going to bring I believe a double dragon in this one instead of just one dragon, because he wants the dragons to kill the royal champ and the enemy queen here. So he's also going to invest a free spell to make sure that happens. As they go in, the Lalo starting from the right side here finds the last two Teslas as well, and then the flanking Lalo, the main group going in like this, flanking Lalo from the side here to keep the main group pushing through the core, and the warden coming in as well. He'll be able to pop the warden ability to negate the damage of this scatter shot right here, although he doesn't even really need it. There goes the warden ability. Everything's invincible. That multi-target Inferno on the back end is the only thing he has to worry about now, but with all the spells he has alive, I mean, look at this. It's overkill. That last hound probably won't even pop here. He still has like 28 balloons alive, even though he only had like 27 to start with. So absolute beautiful job here by Huss. That suey just got so much value, guys. The Zap Lalo is insane right now on bases if you use it correctly. So if you're trying to build bases in the new meta, you can't be putting important things by your clan castle like your queen, air sweepers, expos, scatter shots. Don't put those things next to your clan castle anymore, guys. You're gonna get absolutely wrecked with Zap Lalo if you're facing somebody who knows how to use it correctly. So that's gonna be it for this war, 43 to 39. We'll take a look at the tribe overall results again. We did get 352 stars, guys, which put us at number 4 in the world this month. That's going to be it for this video. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you're looking forward to the Zap Lalo video coming out probably later this weekend, Sunday, maybe Monday, we'll see. But that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.